Sure. So we will move on to the second presenter from India. That is Mr. Thokchom Dorenchand Singh. And he'll be talking about deforestation around the world and its impact on soil fertility and quality. Over to you, Mr. Singh. Mr. Singh, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Over to you. Yes, we can see your screen. If you can put it in full screen mode, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Really good afternoon, sir. Today I will share my presentation on deforestation around the world and its impact on soil fertility and quality. Deforestation means cutting down of trees, but actually deforestation nowadays can include not only conversion to non-forest, but also degradation that reduce forest quality. For example, the density and structure of the trees and ecological service supplied the biomass of plants and animals, the species diversity, and the genetic diversity. In order to call a forest, at least the forest tree should have minimum height of 5 meters, and it should cover 0.5 hectare and width of more than 20 meters. And nowadays we can include plantations area also as forest. And this data implies how the world and some countries lost their forest. In 2017, as a world, 29.4 million hectares of area is lost, and in Colombia alone, 0.42 million hectares, and under Democratic Republic of Congo, 1.5 million hectares is lost. But in Indonesia, it's lucky. Instead of loss, its forest area increases. And these figures give the marginal increase in India forest. As compared to in 2015, the forest area under India is 7,01,495 square kilometers. But in 2017, it reached up to 7,08,273 square kilometers. Total, it increased 6,770 square kilometers. But in India, among most of the forest loss is comes out from Northeast state, and among Northeast state also under Mizoram it was the highest, and it figures out 531 square kilometers. And here are some of the agents which cause forest loss. For example, commercial farmers, land settlement planners, firewood collectors, livestock herders. And some countries, for example, in Africa, deforestation is caused due to slash and burns, due to commercial farmers, due to loggers. But in Asia and Oceania, it is mainly due to infrastructure development, commercial tree planters. And in Latin America and Caribbean, it is also lost due to cattle ranchers, infrastructure developers. And here are the direct causes of deforestation. And under it, in natural causes, hurricanes, natural fires, pests, floods. But under human activities, it is due to agricultural expansion, cattle ranching, logging, mining, and oil extractions, droughts, etc. But underlying causes is mainly due to market failures, mistaken policy interventions, government weakness, border, socioeconomic, and political causes. There are some disadvantages of deforestation. Mainly, it affects the water cycles and causes soil erosion, and it involves in climate change also. But deforestation has some advantages also. Here are some advantages. It produces lumbers and charcoals, and in human being it offers job opportunities, and it also gives more land for agricultural use, and it also burns the disease trees, which will give infection to that trees. And lastly, it provides residence land. Impacts of deforestation on soil fertility and quality. Soil fertility refers to the ability of a soil to sustain agricultural plant growth. That is the ability to supply essential plant nutrients and water in adequate amounts and proportion for plant growth and reproduction, and absence of toxic substance which may inhibit plant growth. Whereas in soil quality means the ability of a soil to function within ecosystem boundaries to support healthy plants and animals, maintain or enhance air and water quality, and support human health and habitation. Under soil fertility and quality, it comes under three subtopics: physical, chemical, and biological. Here are some of the physical parameters I choose for comparing the forest and the cultivated. From this figure, we came to know that sand portion is higher in forest, but silt and clay content is highest in cultivated soil. It is mainly due to the destruction of the soil structure, and porosity and available water is highest in forest as compared to cultivated. And here is the runoff. Up here, actually runoff is higher in forest as compared to garden and cultivated soil. Mainly runoff actually is high in forest is mainly due to the presence of antecedent water. Means from before only water is present in high amount in forest. So when it is rains or irrigations, runoff is high in forest. And the chemicals, some chemical properties are here. Suppose pH is EC, CEC, C is to N ratio. Actually, pH is low in forest. It's actually mainly due to the presence of high organic matter, and because of this high organic matter, organic acids and oils produced. And CEC also highest in forest soil as compared to cultivated soil. Actually, it's mainly because of presence of organic matter. Due to presence of organic matter, the time exchange capacity is high in forest soil as compared to cultivated soil. And here is some of the nutrients. Actually, nitrogen is also here. I compare with some burn, cut, and control. Control means actually it is the forest, virgin forest plantation, and most of the nutrient is high in control. That means in virgin forest soil, most of the nutrient present is high compared to other burn or cutting forest. And here is also soil organic carbon is actually high in forest. Actually, the dark color represents the forest. Letter one is cropland, and the letter one is land those change from forest to cropland. Among these all soils, the soil organic carbon present is highest in forest. And here are some of the biological properties. Up here, actually, I compare between deforested land and natural forest. Up here, the black one indicates fungal population, and the dark one represents bacterial populations. Among these deforested and natural forest, both for fungi and bacteria, the population is more in natural forest. And here are some of the microbial properties. For example, microbial biomass, carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, carbon, particular organic nitrogen, dissolved organic carbon. Everything is high in virgin natural forest than a degraded natural forest.
Mr. Singh, 2 minutes more.
Okay, this last slide, sir. Up here also enzyme activity, I want to show it is highest in forest area only, sir. Okay, so from here, I want to conclude that this one actually forest deforestation gives also some opportunities, but and in a long-term process, forest is more economic and it will be more.
Mr. Singh, we have lost your audio. Are you still there? Mr. Singh, can you hear us?
No, he lost the
No,
connection.
I think yes. Okay, so thank you. I think that was a